Oh boy, this is not looking good. I don't care how bad this looks. I'm just doing this to prove that I did something for Kirby's 31st anniversary. I'm sorry, Kirby. I was too worked up over the Dark Souls video. Please go watch it. I put so much work into it, and everyone loved it, but it just didn't freaking get any good views, even though everyone loved it. Extra spicy! My brother's gonna be home in like freaking 15 minutes and gonna take over. So I don't think I'm even gonna have a chance to get like a single Grand Prix done. What the heck am I doing? Doing awful, that's what. Oh, you stankwad. Stop giving me the jelly, I have nothing to use it on. Okay, I should have used it. How the heck did I win? I was doing so bad. Oh yeah, in case you were wondering, no, I do not have Nintendo Switch Online, so I'm stuck playing this entire game with CPUs. Yeah, it is crazy how much this game has. Well, I don't actually know how much, but considering I unlocked a new stage just from like playing like one match off stream, I'd say a lot. I am winning still. Still winner. Waddle-Laney? Who's Waddle-Laney? Who is Waddle-Laney supposed to be? Let me think. I can't really think when I'm playing extra spicy mode. Waddle-Laney. Daroch, Susie, Queen Sectonia, Geronia, Toranza. Oh my goodness, my nose itches. That's my favorite Kirby character. Oh my goodness, my nose itches is my favorite Kirby character. Rick Time 2. Choo Choo. Oh, come on, you stink. Wait, what? Yeah. Why don't chat come back? Who knows how old DDD is, but he is not as same age as Kirby. What the frick? What? Oh, because when someone else has a wheel, they don't get hit, apparently. To survive! No, that's not fair at all! I jumped... Like, what? Why does chat hate me today? Like, it always does this when I'm doing a screen record stream. But this is not a screen record stream. DDD is, not quite, but I'd say to an extent confirmed to be an older character, because in the canceled Kid Kirby game, we were going to see Prince DDD, which, while the lore might not be canon, that just implies that it was always intended that DDD is older. What do you mean I know this? We were just, oh no. Well, obligatory reference. Beam attack! Pixel Magalore. Not yet. Do not spoil it. You will die. Oh, well. Okay. I find it really funny that past Luigi voice actors are complaining about the Mario movie. Probably not actually for any valid reason, but simply because they weren't chosen is probably the real reason that they're complaining. Which is a shame, because I thought all the past Luigi voice actors were great. So now just seeing that they're kind of stankwads. That's... eh. I'm doing really bad right now. What am I doing? Yep. Yeah. It's every single news article that's on, like, the sidebar on Google is just about how good the Mario movie is or how bad the Mario movie is. Good job, Green Meta Knight. Yeah. Especially since I've watched a lot of videos from, like, Thomas Game Docs about the most ridiculous, obscure Mario knowledge, and you just know that that's gonna be what they reference in the movie. Well, you already know in advance, so don't say if that's true or not, but I'm just imagining, based on how they're going with it, they're going to dig into the deep depths of the Mario media and find the most weirdest, obscure things to reference just for that one guy that's beaming with joy overseeing it. Good. Respect. Just not loud. No. Oh, right. How's this game online? Because obviously I don't have the luxury of playing this game online. Is it, like, fun? I imagine it's fun. Does it get old? This still does not have the full screen. Because my new phone has 3 cameras that are all in a line, it's just getting these outer views that we don't need. We do not need to see this part of my room or this part of my room. I tried getting a capture card, but then I figured out, oh, you have to have a computer for that, and my computer, well, not even my computer, my quote-unquote computer is a freaking Dell Windows, like, -5 in quality, and there's no way that thing's gonna run a capture card. Nice. I've literally planned in advance my midlife crisis. What does that make you feel? Just no context. I'm just dropping that. You will have no freaking clue what that means. How to Scare a My Little Pony fan. Well, I haven't even had it yet. I just planned it. I just know what it's gonna be. Bunga bunga. Did I win? Nope, I did not. Where did I get the Kirby car cake hat? Did I have that? I don't remember having that. Did I have that? Do ketchup. I just randomly remembered one thing. One piece of evidence that, actually, I don't even know if, I'm not remembering correctly, and because of APAB and Show Pro, we're never gonna know until those, Blu-rays come out. But in the Kirby anime, I'm pretty sure there was one episode where he has actually, like, bodily functions, like hiccuping, or, like, a hurt stomach, and that, obviously, would... Well, that's actually... Yet again, the Kirby anime does not have continuity errors in the main series. It has continuity errors in itself, because that's the first place it was established that Kirby's stomach is another dimension, and in the same show, they also have some times where Kirby's body actually has normal functions, like hiccups. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But I also don't know any of the scientific process that involves hiccups, so maybe I'm just making stuff up. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Did I always have Kirby car cake? I did. I am just dumb. Wait, why did... Elfilin do? Elfilin Waddle do. Let's see what the Waddle doos we can create. It's time to create an OC that you can't steal. These have all existed already. This just looks like regular Waddle Doo. You wouldn't even tell. This looks like a shaved Waddle Doo. This looks like shaved Waddle Doo. Like the red is fur or hair or something. I don't know. The Kirby plushies, like, obviously if you just thought about all the Kirby characters as having fur, that would be kind of weird. But when you have a bunch of Kirby plushies, which are all fluffy, it just becomes normal to imagine Kirby characters as having fur. Or just hair on their body. I don't know if there's actually a difference between fur and hair. Hold up. Misunderstanding. Hopefully that notification doesn't show. Well, I mean, it's not like it matters, but I just hope that notifications won't show. Because that would be stupid. Wait, I wanted to take a look at those characters. Dang it. Now I've randomized them again. No, wait. I'm gonna start our match as Shaved Waddle-Doo. My OC that you cannot steal. BBQ. Nice to see in the midst of all the pastel sweet stuff that they also have like barbecues and stuff. Because as much as I like it, that is kind of just the Kirby aesthetic for the most part. Well, mostly with the merch. The merchandise is just all that. That's 80% of it is just food and bright colors. And that was something I was going to say in that Kirby merchandise predicts the plot video. But the video got too long already. It was always intended as a YouTube short, but I just cannot talk that fast. I cannot be that concise to fit that much information in a single minute. Like, you're crazy. Hey! Stop mimicking me. No, no, no! What? That was not that far or strong. Wow, delicious. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I was gonna also just be extremely I was gonna be overdone and like say that because Kirby held a fork in this other Kirby toy I had that is digging into a cake, that predicted Kirby's Dream Buffet. Ooh. And then just the general idea of there's giant food and Kirby, because all of the Kirby toys, well, the vid does exist, it just didn't include that bit. You can go see it, because there are definitely some things that were foreshadowed by the Kirby toys. So go check that out. What is that? Super Kirby has a real-life friend. Well, that makes no sense. Seeing someone online does not mean a real-life friend. I am stupid. What am I doing? So we saw Shaved Waddle-Doo. Let's see this. Nah. And we got just a different variation of Waddle-Doo. King Doo-Doo-Doo. I didn't even freaking play the original Breath of the Wild. That's another thing I need to do for stream. Well, it's time to do my next OC, King Doo-Doo-Doo. I stopped at, like, the second Divine Beast. I'm gonna be completely honest, Breath of the Wild's aesthetic stinks. It all looks the same. And that just makes it kind of hard to keep caring about playing the game, because it all kind of looks the same. And because I already had the entire story, I already knew it all from watching my brother play it beforehand. So there's nothing to gain story-wise, reaction-wise. Well, I mean, there's millions upon millions of side quests I don't know about, but I don't want to do all that. Stop it. What the frick? Seriously? Yeah, it'll be better and different. But I should need to finish the original before I move on to Tears of the Kingdom. Stop it. I was clearly able to... No, it just looks different. Like, it looks more... Like, I just need to play all the Zelda games But the reason I don't is because I'm really stupid, and I'm just not good at the puzzle solving. Can I hit you with this? Of course I can. Like, come on. A wheel moving at Mach speed into your face should override a tornado. A spinning guy. Anyway, but I've beat 2 Zelda games, and one of them is freaking Link's Awakening, which is like made to be the baby Zelda game, which isn't a bad thing. Link's Awakening, the HD, is epic. I love its art style and everything. And then Twilight Princess, because it's Twilight Princess. At least in this household, Twilight Princess is infinitely respected by everyone. We had Phantom Hourglass, and then the cartridge got lost in a Lego Duplo bus and broken. Or not broken, but messed up. I think it got fixed. I don't know. I don't actually know. It's like right over here, I think. It's in here. Well, the cartridge is here. Not a game on my list to play, though, because that I can't stream, because capture card, stinky poo-poo. And there is no way that you can set up a camera on a 2DS. Alright, well. Also, I'm just going to complain now because I randomly thought about it. I don't know why I randomly thought about it. I cannot even remember why I randomly thought about it. But I'm going to complain about how I've been ditched from 3 consecutive big Kirby collabs that were all run by the same people. And I complained each and every time, so there should be literally no reason that they don't invite me, because they keep saying that it wasn't intentional. But, I mean, plus, like, at least 2 of my friends were in it, probably more, and they didn't bother to tell me either. So, like, I think there's this secret, like, 3 whole big events happened completely without my knowledge. Not a single announcement video in my recommended, nothing like that. And I subscribed to the Dreamland podcast or whatever it's called, because you'd expect that a video that isn't under a specific channel, not a video, a channel that isn't under a specific person's name would be the place that all of the events are hosted. But yeah, they didn't do that. They put it on some specific person with like 5 subscribers channel. So why would I ever find that? It would have to be pure luck for their for the announcement to get in my recommended and anyone's recommended. And they claim to also have alerted to like have told as many people as possible, which just so, yeah, but Twitter stinks. If you use Twitter, then you suck. And why announce a YouTube collab on Twitter? That's not a Twitter event, it's a YouTube event. I mean, it was announced on YouTube, but not very good. Why am I not clicking? I think the fabled person has approached, and then I have to stop the stream. But I'm not actually, like, annoyed with them or anything, but I do just have the hintest feeling that I'm deliberately being ignored or something, because, like, if you complain 3 times in a row to the same people and they still don't have a single thought to maybe contact that person before they do another collab, they did put something on YouTube, but it's not very noticeable. It's a thing you'd only find if you were already subscribed to their channel, because it's just called, like, announcement, and has, like, a silhouette of Kirby on it, which is a stupid way to advertise something. It wasn't, like, it was about the thing, but it didn't mention the thing in the title. It had it in the description, but the Dreamland Display or whatever it's called. I think it was called. That's not something that you would... That's a new name that you just made up, so that wouldn't be something anyone was searching for. No one would be searching for a Dreamland Display Direct or whatever, because there was no Dreamland Display Direct until then. It was just his channel on its own. Like a savvy, I imagine that's how you pronounce it, Direct. So it completely got rebranded. So how would anyone find it unless they were told? Oh yeah, and when I complained about the Dreamland podcast, they basically just admitted that... Yeah, that is true. But that wasn't the actual reason that I think I was rejected, but I'll get to that in a minute. They basically just admitted to the fact that it's just a friend group thing. It's their people in their Discord server that get to join, and they were handpicked. But they advertise it like it's some kind of collaborative thing. And then they did make it a collaborative thing. There was like hundreds and thousands of people, even freaking people who make stupid, brain-dead meme content were in there. Like, I don't even know how specific person that I'm not going to mention because that's kind of rude got in there. But they did. They were in the credits. Oh yeah, I needed to watch the Meteors part specifically because it's Meteors. But I need to be in it because, I need to bring awareness to the lies of the Kirby Wiki. Because there is straight up biased, claims in the Kirby Wiki. With no, well, I haven't finished reading the article because I have way too many... Yes. I have way too many things. That launched me so far. What the frick? Get over here. Get the frick... Of course they just fly away. And, yeah, that happens, but... I haven't finished watching the specific page on the Kirby Wiki about canon, because I have way too many things. I volunteer somewhere now. So I basically have an actual job, except I don't get paid, because that's how life works. That's fun and fair. I don't do much, but, I haven't fully verified, but because I've never heard it anywhere else, I doubt it's true. I don't think they have a single... I don't think they have a single article or a single piece of evidence for any of their claims for what is and isn't canon. They still use Galactonite as the picture for non-canon, even though he has 100% been confirmed canon via Super Kirby Clash being confirmed canon, and him being in that game. And he was never non-canon from the beginning. You have to just be dumb to not realize that Galactonite is canon, even if his fights weren't, which was never even said. The only game that was the only what-if scenario that was said to be non-canon was not the only what-if scenario. The only sub-game that was said to be non-canon was the True Arenas, just as a general thing, and that doesn't include all of them, because some of them aren't even called the True Arena. Like, Kirby and the Forgotten Lands is obviously canon. There's no doubt about it. They made an in-universe arena. And Meta Nightmare Returns, because no matter how you splice it, there is no way that you can make sense of the events of that game if they corresponded along the events of the main game. But I do want to try anyway. I want to make a stream where I just brainstorm any possible way we can fit Meta Nightmare Returns into the main story of Planet Robobot. Which is, I don't think it's possible, but I want to try it anyway. Yeah, that is true. Sort of. They're parallel timelines. Alternate timelines where different events happen. I always had a theory that Dark Meta Knight had taken over, and then I made a really dumb theory about how the subspace from Super Smash Bros. Brawl took over because I saw a freaking logo, because Meta Knight had a different logo one time. For some reason, one in Kirby Superstar Ultra and Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Meta Knight's logo was no longer his specific logo, it was literally just a sword with wings. And I thought that that was only in those, well, I'm thinking. Now I can't remember. I have to look back into it. No, Kirby definitely has a canon. They're just denying it if they say it doesn't. Because why else would you connect Super Kirby Clash to Return to Dreamland? They wouldn't even, if the very essence of saying something isn't canon proves that there is a canon, which they have said that specifically. Yeah, they're not like taking it so seriously where they can't. But at this point, you've introduced the Kirby multiverse, so everything's canon now. It just needs to be in a different universe. I just want to argue my way into anything not being in an alternate universe, like Kirby Right Back At Ya. Because that's just lame. Why would... I mean, there's no why, really, because Void exists in all dimensions, yeah, that kind of stuff. But it just doesn't feel right for Kirby to have different origins in different universes. Having the characters in different settings makes sense, because that's the kind of thing an alternate universe usually has. But just having a Kirby universe, but for some reason Kirby has a completely different origin, and so does Meta Knight, that just doesn't make sense. Because nothing else really... Like, they don't battle against each other. They completely fit in with each other, and people have just been gaslighted into believing that it contradicts each other somehow. That's amazing. I have to look at that now. That'll make more sense. If it was a... oh, wait, no, it wouldn't. What am I saying? Oh, yes, sheep lay eggs. That makes so much more sense than dogs laying eggs. Am I right, guys? What? Things just come out of my mouth that... So, we've gone on for like 30 minutes, and Bozo still isn't home, so... That's probably not a good thing, but it means more streaming for us. Okay, what was I saying? Most supposed contradictions in the Kirby Right Back At Ya are simply because people are misunderstanding the plot. I mean, people still think Star Warriors is a race. It's not a race, it's a group. It's a group Meta Knight created to fight against Nightmare. Every race is included. That's why they look so different. Any creature from any race is included, including Birdly from Deltarune, apparently. Okay, so I'm just getting all the strawberries now for some reason. It's like they just weren't here. What? That makes no sense. We were both hitting each other. But he hit first because... Why is Drill suddenly becoming good? Like, Drill was never here, and Drill was never good. And now Drill's here, and Drill is killing me. It's drilling me. Like, if that had killed me, then what even? The amount of knockback in this game. 3 wheels! Right when I can't even use them. Fun. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if there was any doubt that Master Hand and Crazy Hand are Kirby characters, look at them right there. There they are. They literally make a Smash Bros. Reference. Master Hand is listed in the Kirby book as a Kirby character. Let me go get it. I can literally... Oh wait, never mind. It's in a box under my bed. Never mind. Yeah, it came out... Well, they always cared. Sakurai has revealed through Kagero Mansion that Kirby lore existed since Kirby Superstar, because they said an ancient being died in a mansion who had a clock like Nova, and a butterfly led Kirby into the mansion. Those just line up too good to be a coincidence. So at least to Kirby Superstar, there has been some Kirby lore. At least the general idea of an ancient civilization, which isn't that big of a deal, because apparently that's a common thing, because Sonic has it too. Yeah, I kept telling myself I wouldn't do it, but I got into Sonic lore, and now I can't escape. Help. Okay, now it's meta-do. What else? And people are just hypocrites, especially when it comes to the enemy transporter being in Squeak Squad. They're just saying, oh, it's just a reference. It doesn't have any lore. It doesn't have... Like, then what counts as a reference and what counts as an actual piece of lore? There's no line divider. You just arbitrarily decide which one is just a funny reference and actually has in-game significance. You can't just do that. Also, randomly, I thought about the fact I ran on the top... I just jumped off the map. I thought that was ground. Also, this music's pretty epic. They freaking turned the happiest theme in all of Kirby into a boss theme. It's insane. The amount of power they have with music. Like, I don't even know what level theme it is, but that amazing mirror theme that they used in the trailer is the embodiment of happiness. It just is. Anyway, there is a defined plot with Kirby, right back at you. It's pretty simple. It's a revenge story. Nightmare created Meta Knight, and Meta Knight broke free from the monster control somehow. And then, well, I think someone's talking about something else. Never mind. I would say that was just a theory, but there's actually proof, because in the Kirby Right Back at Your pilot episode, you can literally see Meta Knight get created by Nightmare, so it's not a theory. It is actually canon. They just wanted to build it up, and I guess never actually revealed it in the main show. But I mean, it doesn't get more direct than that, but there will still be people... Well, of course not, because Mario doesn't even have a canon. Mario is a complete mess of a story. There is no story, even. Well, there is a story, but it's all self-contained. It doesn't need to follow any sort of logic. It's not like every story is a different universe. It is still continuous, but it doesn't need to follow any consistency whatsoever, and that's fine. It's just a shame that it used to, and then they, for no reason whatsoever, decided to go back on that and take it away. They are literally they confirmed that Rosalina and Peach were supposed to be related, and then confirmed that they changed that for no freaking reason. I guess just to spite MatPat, and I can respect that, because MatPat sucks. I see no other reason why they would just take away that piece of lore, other than despite MatPat's theory. Unless they just despise thought. Well, it's obvious they do, because they dull down the designs of characters to make them more brandable. They confirmed it. I didn't get it from anywhere. They confirmed it themselves, that they were originally going to be related, but they overwrit the story for no freaking reason. This feels so awkward with the really quiet, muffled 8-bit music. I don't know where, but it was confirmed by Nintendo that the original story that they were going to be related. Not necessarily that Peach was going to be Rosalina's mom. It's not in Galaxy 1. It was in an interview or a post on Twitter or something. But they changed it. They overrid it for no freaking reason so they can keep having the characters appear next to each other without question, I guess. Because they confirmed it in relation to... It's not denied, but I've heard everywhere that they changed it. Well, Susie is still kind of a cyborg in the end. They all are. The Haltmans are just kind of cyborg in the end. But they confirmed that it's not a beta thing, because you can see Peach's face as the mother pretty clearly. Well, not Peach's face, but Peach's hair and head. And even if that wasn't necessarily supposed to be Peach, I think it's like one of those family resemblance things where, because like her mother looks like Peach, so that the nameless Rosalina mother could have also had a child that looked just like her. Because it obviously seems more like they would be sisters based on their age and stuff. How they can be seen next to each other, but they did confirm that they were going to be related, and then they said that that's not going to happen, and it was in relation to 3D World, I think, because Rosalina was going to be a playable character alongside Peach, and that's the reason they confirmed it. Because obviously, if Peach was going to be her mother in the lore, and then Rosalina was going to be her child, and then they're seen next to each other standing at the same height and the same age, then of course that would be weird, and they don't feel like explaining that, so they're just going to say, well, that plot point isn't a thing anymore. So now we don't have to explain anything. Which just makes me rip my hair out, because, I mean, MatPat already explained it. As much as MatPat's theories are ridiculous, there's pretty much no... After they confirmed the relation, there's no denial that his theory fits perfectly. But that's an exception, and that's an exception of his usual status in theory making. So don't get that wrong. MatPat's theories are awful. Oh, it's the music that I used in the freaking 02 animation that my sister was watching the other day for some reason. My throat is getting dry from ranting too much, but I'm gonna keep ranting, because I just have an endless amount of rants. And this is still the same topic. We have not even changed topic once. Because I'm still gonna get back to the reason why I think I was denied, I wasn't actually denied, I was just ignored. No one told me about it. Even the algorithm was against me, because it just refused to show me any announcement videos. But we'll get back to that in a minute. But I always felt there was one problem with the Rosalina theory, which is just, why does Luigi and Peach give birth to a god? And at the time, I was an avid, denier of the possibility that Mario and Luigi stand anywhere near Kirby and Sonic on power lengths. But looking back at it, yeah, Luigi could probably give birth to a god. I still don't think Mario stands at the strength of Sonic or Kirby. Not even close. Also, we got the Elfilin cookie finally. But, because Luigi is a god. Luigi's already a god, that's why. That's a joke, but honestly, it probably is said somewhere that that's true. Because Mario lore does not follow a continuity. I mean, in Super Paper Mario, Luigi was supposed to fulfill a dark prophecy, so he was kind of godlike in a sense. But, of course, the Super Paper Mario lore isn't gonna be canon to the rest of Mario lore, or even freaking the rest of Paper Mario, because they just decided to throw away all of it again. Because they hate it when people actually have to think about things. They want people to just look at brands and go, ooh, Toad. I don't know. I don't freaking know. The ending of Mario Galaxy is kind of weird. It definitely implies that she's a god of some sort. But I don't know if it's actually her resetting the timeline, or just her telling Mario that the timeline's getting reset because of the black hole. But also, I know something about the new Mario and Rabbids game, which seems to be a half continuation to Mario Galaxy. And while I have been spoiled on the plot twist, I don't know the details, and I do want to play that game because it has Rayman in it, and I'm like, I don't know. I haven't bought it yet, and I haven't even been thinking about buying it yet, but because Rayman. But I'm thinking if that's a stupid idea, because does buying stuff with Rayman's name actually tell Ubisoft that they need to bring back Rayman, or does that just give them money to continue ignoring Rayman and making other non-Rayman games? But it's like the developer of that game in particular seems to have a high respect for Rayman. Does the money go to him, or just more awful Ubisoft creations? I don't know. He might revive the franchise. So it's a 50-50 scenario. Either I'm giving money to more awful games that will get in the way of Rayman, or I'm giving more money to support Rayman continuing. So I'm not sure. But back to the point. I'm not ready to settle on what Rosalina is until I play, or at least see, the story in that game. But she's definitely some sort of celestial being. I don't think she was... Oh yeah, that's another thing. She probably wasn't born as a god. She just became one from whatever, because that's just something you can do in video games, is become a god. Cool. Quantum physics is gonna be... If I try to understand quantum physics, that's gonna be the death of me. Oh, Bozo's here. But I have so many more rants to talk about. Okay, basically, long story short, I think the reason if I am actually actively being denied access to the collabs, it's because of just my overall opinionated nature, negativity, or the fact that I quote-unquote defended Toxic P after his stupid incident. And obviously all those people ganged up on Toxic P. Speaking of which, just despite that one guy, I am still making a follow-up to the Toxic P situation. Just despite that one guy that denied that there were death threats involved, which I've got the screenshot. There were death threats. Stupid meme death threats, but they still count. And like, do you even need proof of that? It's Twitter. There's always death threats. It's not even a big deal at that point. Like, you should just be desensitized to Twitter death threats, because it's Twitter death threats. Yeah, he's really not funny at all, but I don't think he's a bad person. He's just kind of dumb, pretty much. And it's pretty obvious. Like, you surprised that he's dumb? Do you see the freaking jokes he laughs at? Like, he really laughs at them. Like, he's not, like, forced laughter or carrying a meme because it gets clicks. Like, if you watch the responding to your theories about Magalore epilogue video, he actually, like, cannot help but to laugh at Morphonite Ligma joke or something like that. So, long story short, I think I'm being denied just because I'm overall negative, but I need to be there because I do respect Scorpion C, whatever numbers are at the end of his name, and they are my friend, but that doesn't change the fact that they are reading off of the wiki, which has the biased claims of what is and isn't canon, and he puts that in all his videos, and he's being advertised as the lore master, which, that's cool. I do really like him, but are you really a lore master if you're just reading a wiki to a screen? Like, not really. But obviously Meteors is there too, so... Well, I don't know if he's gonna... Obviously he's not gonna be there for long. I doubt I'm gonna get though, but... Yeah, it's Discord. I can probably get Discord now. I have an actual phone number. I have probably space on my phone. It's still gonna be a hassle. I'm still going through the flip-a-clip crap. Willie? I mean, if you can't even have time for your own videos, how are you gonna have time for a collab? I guess podcasts are easy. That was something I suggested originally when he said he was quitting, is he could, like, become a just lore podcast. No editing, no anything. Just talk about it. Yeah. I mean, that's something you can never let go of, especially when he's seen so high. But, so, no offense to Scorpion, because they make great videos. They're a cool person. But much offense to Nintendoland, who isn't in any of the collabs, which is good. But if he ever does, then that's when I'm just saying the whole collab can go screw itself. But because Nintendoland just spreads blatant misinformation for more clicks and does not deserve to be allowed in the Kirby lore community. So continue that. Continue gatekeeping him out of everything, so people will slowly but surely stop taking him seriously. Just if he just becomes a laughingstock, then no one will take him. No one will listen to his theories anymore. He can just become a meme like Nintendo, and I don't know. It's like, because obviously I'm just like it's like a Twitter canceled type situation, and obviously I don't like that. But like, what else are you gonna call it? I'm just lying if I'm gonna act like I'm not canceling him. But I'm not canceling him as a general. I'm just saying, gatekeep him out of Kirby lore, because he's just being... because he's an influencer. It wouldn't be a problem if he wasn't an influencer. If he was just, like, Half-Bred Chaos, who specifically states in all of their videos that their theories are mostly for fun and for just working the brain. But he really acts like he's spouting the unheard truth in his videos. Like, you think two areas are the same location because there's fire in the sky. Why? How do you end up in that spot? It's obvious they just kept the same theme because it worked so well in the first game. Because obviously, Kirby games' final boss atmosphere are great with the dark abominations, but some light is nice too, and they're doing that now. They're doing characters that are more holy looking, still scary looking, but holy looking rather than demonic. So they're having light and heavenly sounds and all that with the music. Like, you might as well say that Elphilis and the Master Crown are the same person at that point. You just watched Shrek 4? That's awesome, King Dedede. Great for you. Good. Amazing. But when is Shrek 5? I thought I heard that Shrek 5 is actually existing now, but I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about it yet. I think I have to imagine my brother's literally outside my door waiting for me to end the stream, because he has not barged in yet. which is a surprise. What else do I need to say quickly? I also just hope if I do get in the collabs that I can do it my way, because I have never freaking spoken to anyone in live chat, like person to person, actually communicating to them, and complete strangers at that. The closest I'll ever get, the closest to that is having freaking chat on in Fortnite, which I didn't have a mic at the time, so it was just a brick wall. They're talking go to me, but I can't talk back. Which I am incredibly ashamed that was a time in my life. No, not Kirby Live Radio. I'm talking about the collabs. Because obviously they're in a Discord call. I don't even have Discord. Anyway, stopping the stream. Chick-fil-A.